Hello everyone and welcome back to Oblivion. Last time we were assigned to kill someone who has apparently been a pain in the ass for a while. Thankfully we didn't actually trigger his quest properly. Rather, trigger something last time that would have made this a lot harder. Gotten him some more guards for one. So let's talk to my fellow Dark Brotherhood members about this contract with the Damas Philida.
Philida may be retired, but he'll likely have a bodyguard. Probably a member of the Leowin City Watch. You may have to dispose of him as well.
Oh no! A bodyguard! How terrifyingly dangerous! I have no answer to bodyguards!
Some blood for me, dear brother.
I have never killed multiple people at once. This is truly a daunting task.
Hey,
all right.
I know it.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. That magic arrow sounds nice and all, but it seems to me like you don't even need to use it to get the bonus.
Correct.
As long as you cut off his finger and leave it in that desk, you'll get your bonus. Sounds to me like you can kill the old sod any way you'd like.
Yes, but the arrow method's
So what
fun.
if he's wearing armor? You think that Imperial Legion scrap can stop a well-forged claymore? Not bloody likely.
You're wearing Daedric. You don't get to object like that. Also, why do you keep talking about Kid Arthur the Boots?
Brother.
Does he have a default rumor that's overwritten by the Knights of the Nine?
Well. The roles will only work if Philida is unarmored. So, when would a soldier not wear his armor? I only take my armor off to sleep or swim.
I don't even take my armor off to do that!
May you walk always in the shadows.
I'm a protagonist. I can sleep in my armor despite that being hilariously uncomfortable, logically. Also take that apple off the floor. I have no idea why it's there, but waste not, want not, eh? Even if it is apple. I'm more of a Windows guy. Alright, let's see what other people
Excuse
say.
me, brother. Can you spare a moment?
Of
Gosh, Darl, just be a dick about it.
Yes, dear.
Contract?
Oh, you're being sent to kill Philida. I hope the rose of Sithis pierces his heart and sends his soul screaming into the void.
That's not actually helpful. Like, the others try and hint,
I hope you don't get killed.
but she just says, I hope he dies! I'm like, really? You have so little faith in me you think I'm not going to kill them? I'm very good at what I do, miss. What I do is murder people. Well, actually what I do is be a god of madness, but you get my point. Murdering is sort of a side job. I wonder how this metaphysically works. Shale Gorath doing some odd jobs for Sithis. It certainly isn't normal, I'll say that much. But I'm honestly not sure how canonical the interactions between the guilds are, if that makes sense. Leowin, all the way down here. First, we're going to want something. Because I am going to do the bow method, or at least try to. Because it can be very buggy. See, the way the Rose of Sithis works is that it does a script check when it hits Philida to see if he's wearing armor. If he's not wearing armor, splat-titty, 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 splat. Splat, 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 splat. Didn't I lose this a long time ago? I remember losing this a long time ago. So, whatever. I guess it's going back in the box. Get in the box! Now what bow should I use? The bow of Infernal Frost isn't bad. It's lightweight at 14 pounds, but only does 3 damage. This is lighter and it does a lot more damage. Plus it drains speed if he runs away. Shadow Hunt is even lighter, doesn't deal quite as much damage, but does damage health and magicka. Let's go for Hatred Soul. I like how Daedric weaponry looks. Well, alright, I like how it's kind of edgy as all get out. And just in case I actually need to fight my way out with a bow, and because shooting things is pretty fun, I expect a lot more shooting things in the next game. Let's actually get some arrows, ladies and gentlemen. I got the perfect madness ones. I'm using it even though I'm, you know, Shale Gorath that doesn't keep you from wearing the Crusader's armor. The Divides not really have any copy protection on their equipment. I mean, sure, if you're evil, that's terrible. But if you're a mad god, no, that's fine. You can be our champion if you're a mad god. Silly buggers. Oh well. Now the big hit there comes from that Argonian. The only reason Tinama takes off his armor is to swim or sleep.
Yes? It may take a while, but with the Blackwood Company gone, the new master can rebuild the Fighters Guild to its former glory.
Oh, right. That's the thing you do.
Very well. Sir? The Blackwood Company is gone. They were working high on hist sap. That's why there were so many terrible accidents.
Okay.
Bye.
Fighters Guild is over with, though. Why are you telling me this? Tell me relevant information, damn it. No shit.
State your business. The old man. Ha! He's easy to protect. Every day's the same. He visits the Coast Guard station, goes for a swim, never puts himself in harm's way. Goodbye.
How are you?
Do we know each other? There's something familiar about you, but I just can't place it.
The Brotherhoodist option. You can't just challenge him to a fight right here, but...
Yes, well, I'm a very busy man, enjoying my retirement, don't you know? So why don't you just go away?
Sugar and sands, friend.
I have no idea why Cyrodiilic Brandy doesn't actually use a brandy bottle, but instead uses a potion bottle for its model.
You're a fit one, been running a lot. The common
have no
folk of
idea.
Leowyn recognize your valor, even if Count Terentius does not. What do you need, friend? It's a pretty town, and everyone is really friendly, except maybe some Khajiit and Argonians who are upset about the Transnibbin.
What?
I think it's a shame how they took that land from elsewhere, and Argonians are afraid it could happen to them, too.
Still love the pun of elsewhere. This is a pretty silly
You
setting
too.
when push comes to shove.
Right. What can I do for you, citizen? I'm Kalia Draconis, captain of the Leowyn Guard. I hope we will not meet in my official capacity. I'm sure the Elder Council will find some way to hold the Empire together. At least the Oblivion invasion is over.
I don't think we're going to be meeting in your official capacity anytime soon, ma'am. I'm good at my job, after all.
I came to Leowyn after a tour in the Legions. Poor mother. She hoped I'd choose the chapel or civil service, or perhaps even marry well.
And instead, you went out and kicked ass. Good job. Alright.
Move along, citizen. I won't abide loitering.
I can shoot you in the back of the head.
Yes, Master. You need me?
Ah, good. They recognize me as the Fighters Guild Master. Good, good. It's a pity that, due to the way the quests work, you can't really have things like being the Master of the Fighters Guild or being the Archmage of the Mages Guild have an impact on being an assassin. I understand why, because they want to let every player play as, well, everything. But it'd be hard as hell to write an actual story, though. Which is probably why, well, they didn't do it. I can respect that. I can definitely respect that. Right now it's raining like crazy. However, remember how they said he goes out for a swim? Remember how Tainava said that he doesn't wear his armor when swimming? Well, Tainava and Adamus Philida have something in common. Remember when it used to rain inside in Morrowind? Oh. Oh. Do I have the enchanted arrows equipped? No. Even with this, even with my terrible marksman skill, I can still one-shot a frickin' mud crab. Probably because this is an absolutely amazing bow. And excuse me a moment. And not just for repairing. Alright. There we go. Whoa!
That's the best you can do.
Relian and Dubok Groshagak were hunting a Landrogue. Whoa. Who are you two?
Good day.
Wait,
Kinnereth,
you're the guys who...
go to it.
You're the guys who were
Oh,
sitting
but-
around and weren't able to actually do anything. Holy shit, they actually go out and hunt things. Holy shit. I actually did not know they did that. That's lovely. Good job, devs. And again, maybe I've been spoiled by Skyrim. Whoa!
Remember the Emperor!
But this isn't a Daedra, this is... This is a Drogue, not a Daedra. And yes, I'm shooting things, it's fun. Thank you, sir, for being a tank so I can shoot things with ease. And impunity. And steal Nirnroot. Well, not really steal, it doesn't really belong to anyone. There's very little Nirnroot that actually belongs to someone. Speaking of Nirnroot, I should check how much I have. I have been collecting a fair bit without keeping track. I have 19. What does the next tier need? It needs 30. Is there's a chest here? Well, what we're waiting for is for Philida's marker to turn green. It's a mud crab, isn't it? Or a slaughterfish. That's probably what's triggering this, isn't it? A mud crab or a... Ooh, Nirnroot. 10 Nirnroot to go. It is pretty easy to find if you just walk along rivers and hunt on the islands. Problem is, there's a lot of rivers and islands. Yep, it's a mud crab, and I see an Nirnroot. Can I retrieve my arrow from you? No. Higher marksman skill leads to higher chances of retrieving arrows. It's not ever 100% though, so you will still have expenses. And honestly, shooting things in this game is not nearly as satisfying as it is in Skyrim. I'm probably going to be playing as a Archer Melee hybrid in Skyrim. Red Guard still though. I like being a Red Guard. I'm kind of weird like that. Anyway. Keep going, and... Again, excuse me a moment! I'm not supposed to pay attention to the screen. I'm supposed to pay attention to the cat, apparently. Makes me wonder if I play what would happen if I played a Khajiit, really. Anyway. I mentioned you went to check out the Coast Guard station. Coast Guard station's right here. He bathes around here.
Protect and serve. It's what we do.
What can you tell me about rumors, then?
The Blackwood Company is...
Heard it.
Well, stranger, anyone ever tell you the story of Torval the Pilot, the high elf who discovered the Niben, the patron saint of Leowin?
No.
Have you seen the statue? It's in the southwest corner of the town. That's the high elf explorer, Torval the Pilot.
You already told me that.
Back in the Merethic, he charted the sea lanes and explored the River Niben. Torval sailed all the way from Topal Bay up the Niben Valley. He purchased the 8 islands, the site of White Gold Tower and the Imperial City, from the Beastfolk natives for the secret of literacy.
Oh?
Pretty soon, the Beastfolk all knew how to read and write, which was handy, since it made them better slaves for the aliens.
Oh. How very elf.
You too.
We'll teach you how to read and write. Hooray! So you can make for better slaves. Boo! That is incredibly alien. Ah, here we go. The man himself. Now this can be buggy, because sometimes he'll register the fact that he's taken damage and therefore instantly go into his inventory and equip his armor before the script triggers. Sometimes, though, he won't. And then he dies instantly. But then you have to murder him conventionally, which can be a bit of work. Especially with his bodyguard and if there's any other people around. But nothing worth doing is ever easy, is it?
I'm your relief. It's about time.
Alright. But yes, you can't just walk up to him and say, Stithis demands your soul, and get in a fight. That is actually something you can do. Now he's going to fart around in the Coast Guard station for a little while. I believe there should be some... Oh. Give me the meat. I think Stinkhorn makes pretty good poisons. Let's harvest some while we wait for Phillida to get out. We'll be able to tell if you're our magical psychic protagonist powers! Saying that that little arrow down there is green. Sure, you can roleplay it and hide around him for a while, but not nearly as interesting. I will note that even without the DLC, you can still harvest, well, bloodgrass at least, from here. Which is nice, because a lot of the Oblivion things are very, very, very good poisons. It's hard to argue with a good, strong poison. Poisons will carry you up through most of the early game as an alchemist, because they'll compensate for the fact that you won't have the strength and agility to deal much damage with other weapon types. I believe cloud funnels have health restore. Is that a different thing? Let's look. No, they're for... Cloud funnels are what mages want to hunt, because they restore and fortify intelligence. More the fortify than the restore, though, because that will increase the effectiveness and decrease the cost of your spells. Actually, no, it just decreases the cost, I think. But that effectively increases the effectiveness because you're flinging out more spells for the price of one. Well, Mark, the ratio, I suppose, would be a better way to put it, but whatever. Ah, the tomb we never visited, because we didn't want the evil shits. Also because it's way faster and this tomb is pretty boring. Still, I'm going to take everything here. Oh no! Mud crab! Oh no! Another mud crab! I'd like to notice that higher quality arrows will fly faster and farther, with less of an arc. But you can't read the grays here like you can in, say, Fable. Ah, the original Fable. Did you know that the original Fable was advertised at the time as the Morrowind killer? Like, don't get me wrong, I love Fable. I'm never going to do a Let's Play on it, because it's a really boring game to Let's Play. There's almost no tactics or skill involved. Just go wizard and murder. Because magic is gone once you get it even slightly running. But it really was advertised at the time as the Morrowind killer. And that's... it does not live up to that. Not even today. Didn't at the time, doesn't now. How did I miss that Nernroot? God damn. There's a lot of Nernroot around here that I missed. I wonder if it respawned. I don't think Nernroot's supposed to respawn. But I'm not sure it's not supposed to respawn either. I'm like 90% sure it's not supposed to respawn. But that's still 10% of... maybe my memory is buggered up. You know? Wow, it's already 11:51. How time flies in this game when you're running around shooting mud crabs with a bow. No, this isn't a gate to Oblivion. It'd be kinda cool if there was some sort of reaction from the Oblivion gates when you were Sheogorath. You know, recognizing a fellow Daedric prince. Just some sort of flicker. A detail. Doesn't even need to do anything, just needs to be there. You know? Just some minor little detail. Enemies are nearby? Is that an enemy? Do I shoot him?
How can I assist you, champion?
Oh. You're not an enemy. Okay, it's... I think he gets around out of that Coast Guard place around 1 to go take his bath, but it might also be 3. Either way, let's continue moving up and down the coast and looking for... You friggin' maniac. Alright. I remember you can fight... I know you can fight with swords underwater. Okay, this would not actually work with a bow. Ah. By the way, interesting detail that very few people actually know, because it's completely useless. If you hit Q, you will automatically move forward. Also, higher marks in ship skill does make your arrows travel better. You saw how that one kind of... bethud. Really pathetically. Let's go look at this settlement, because we have some time to spare. We're an assassin! It's an easy job. Killing's a good job. There's always going to be someone who wants someone else dead, even if it's not reflected in the game. One of the things I like about Radiant quests.
I understand Daedra worship has become increasingly prevalent in the Somerset Isle.
Hi.
The Altmer have powerful wizards. It could be a dangerous situation. Bye. Do you need something? What's going on?
No, I'm just going to run around and explore. While waiting for that arrow to turn green so I can go shoot Phillida. I found Vaond! That's a troll. Can I hit this troll from here? No. I can waste an arrow. I think I may have actually wasted that arrow. I have no idea where that landed. Ooh, primroses. I've always loved primroses in real life. Their flowers taste quite good. Am I weird for saying that? I'm out of charge on this, aren't I? Yep. Given trolls regenerate, I don't think I can fight them with this. This, on the other hand, given they're resistant to fire... on it, me. Come on, bring it! Oh, also die horribly. Alright, I'll steal your fat. It's like liposuction, only merciless. Look, you're not going to kill me. Give it up. Seriously, I got more health than you have everything. I've considered turning up the difficulty, but honestly, turning up difficulty in Oblivion is very boring. The enemies don't get smarter or higher level or give better loot. This isn't Borderlands. They just become balls of more ooh-ooh. Right, they don't become balls of more ooh-ooh. They become balls of health and damage. That's not really interesting to fight. It just means I start stabbing people with the razor more and spending more time hauling things around to recharge the razor. That's not really interesting to watch. Just stab things with knife. Stab with knife until dead. Okay, I know his bath is not that quick. We're going to start the old process of wait an hour, look around a bit, notice he's not there, etc., etc. I'm also going to repair my kit, just in case. Because you can get detected and fought here, but I don't really mind too much. Phillida is not here. Wait. This is faster than running around, even if running around is pretty fun. Okay. Let's see if there's anyone actually in here. The AI is pretty generous and will generally let you out if you're trespassing unless it's in somewhere really, really important. And much like in real life, the Coast Guard really isn't that important. Well, relatively speaking. They're not some big name group, basically. I don't actually remember when he takes his swim, though. It might be very early in the morning. We're getting to the point where it's light out, though. I do love that they acknowledge that the moons aren't our moon. It's not just some copy-pasted normal moon. You've got two moons, Master and Secunda. Like, they're legitimately there. I like that. True in Skyrim, too. Alright. Come on. I have to be very quiet. Alright, come on, keep waiting. 7:23. And no. When are you going to come out and take your bath so I can shoot you? And he locks it behind him. Interesting. I wonder if it's possible to climb onto the roof of the Coast Guard station with a high enough acrobatics. Because you can make the sort of infinite potion glitch, well, not really glitch, exploit more like it, from Morrowind if you're very careful in this game. It's just very difficult and kind of pointless most of the time. The Elder Scrolls games are many things, but late-game challenging is not on the list. I don't play them for the late-game challenge. I play them for the early-game challenge and the feeling of butchering everyone. Because, you know, if you spend all the time working up to late game, you may as well be rewarded for it, as it were. Still in there. Okay. I could cut him down in there fairly easily. Ah, he's out. He's out. And I was pretty sure he takes a bath out here.
All hail the champion of Cyrodiil.
I do like how Adamas Phil and his bodyguard doesn't actually have a name. It amuses me slightly. Alright, fine. We'll play this the more normal way. We'll stalk him like a weirdo until he takes his armor off. Then we shoot him in the head. Or the back, or you get my point. He does have some pretty nice looking armor, though. I want to steal it. You guys know me. I'm a looter and a hoarder. Oh, is here where he takes his baths? If so, I've been really kind of screwing up. I look smart if this is true. Oh, he takes his baths outside the city! I'll be clever and wait for him there! Or maybe he just stands around and stares at water a lot. I like water. I like staring at things. Whatever. Continue the practice of climb on everything for fun.
What do you need, champion?
Your head? Well, that's later. Also, you can't actually understand that because I'm the protagonist. Come on, take a bath. The water's fine. Steel Blue Metamola are pretty useful because they do restore your magic up. Very important for any mage to know. mentioned it before, but it does need to be mentioned. Again, because I don't actively alchemy that much. Come on, Phillida, you lazy git. Did your mother ever teach you to keep clean? Or are you just letting the rain keep you clean? Yeah, that actually sounds like something a small child would consider. I don't need to take a bath, I'll stand in the rain! That's not how it works, but it's an amusing thought.
All hail the champion of Cyrodiil!
Get in the damn water. You and your blinging armor. Aha! The time he starts his bath is at 3 p.m. Right. Like I said, sometimes this won't work. Whoa! Now I'm detected. I don't want to be detected. Thankfully, it's reusable if you do something like that. Aha, he turned away. And since I wasn't detected, guess what bounty I have? Oh, 40. So I noticed the assault, but not the murder part. Got it. Oh. Also, yes, he has an enormous amount of keys to get you into a lot of places.
Ha! Stop!
I'll pay your gold.
Here's...
Yes, master.
I believe I could keep my finger, though. Why do you have a severed finger with a signet ring on it, sir? Oh, nothing, nothing. It's just a souvenir of an old thing I did. Nothing to worry about. Alrighty then. At least I get his blinging shield, even if I don't get his armor. It's important to have your shiny object supplies, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, what's the point of having a game? Shiny things, ladies and gentlemen. Remember your shiny things. Alright. Looks like I can get where I want to go pretty easy. I bet I can get in here with a key, too. Yep.
Stop! Here's... What can I do for you, sir? It's over, citizen. How goes it?
I've been better.
It's over, citizen. The crisis is ended. It's all over! Then... What's the matter?
Please stay here while I pick this lock, will you? I need to put a finger in here. I believe this is the right desk for the finger.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you. Stop right there!
Bagel!
Here's... You have
Much less gold than you would have to pay if you were actually caught murdering him. Because I'm not sure there's a way to avoid that assault penalty. However, the script does work around the murder penalty, so overall, worth using the rose. Kind of embarrassed that I spent so long slogging around out there, though. I thought that he bathed out near the Coast Guard station, but no, he starts at 3 p.m. inside the city.
Adamas Philida is dead. I could feel my heart swell with the Night Mother's love the moment that Imperial pig issued his last breath.
The bonus here is just money.
You have done a great service to the Dark Brotherhood today, Assassin. Your reward is well earned.
As always, I'm very good at my
You
job.
also managed to leave Philida's severed finger as a warning to his successor. Well done. Your bonus, 500 additional gold coins, is well earned.
Thank you.
Go now, get some rest. Sithis knows you've earned it. When you're ready for another contract, you need only ask.
But yes, I paid 15 extra gold coins for the sake of 500. I think that's an acceptable net profit by every single measurement ever. I should probably repair my gear because I did get slapped a bit. Oh, I guess he stabbed me in the foot.
Ah, Assassin, I must speak with you. It is quite urgent. A sealed letter just arrived from a Dark Brotherhood courier.
Oh?
I recognize this type of parcel. It contains sealed orders. It's addressed to you from Lucien Lachance. You must open these sealed orders immediately and follow their instructions to the letter. It would seem the Black Hand itself has a task for you.
Ooh.
Assassin.
Alright. It's yet more keys, admittedly, but alright. Been there. It says to mention the orders to no one. Interesting. A threat to the entirety of the Dark Brotherhood. Also how interesting. But we've been to Fort Farragut before, and we know the back route. Hidden in a tree outside. Let's not take the obvious route in, because then we just have to fight all those Dark Guardians again. You can take this route even if you haven't, you know, gone through it. Just get in here.
I have been waiting for you, Assassin. We have not spoken in some time, but I am well aware of your accomplishments within the Dark Brotherhood.
Yes.
That is why I have sent for you. I'm afraid there is a situation. The time has come to test both your skill and your loyalty to Sithis. The Black Hand has learned that the Dark Brotherhood has been infiltrated. By whom and for what purpose we do not yet know. What we do know is that there is some link between the traitor and the Cheydinhal Sanctuary. The traitor has tainted that place beyond repair.
Oh boy.
It was learned that the traitor has been active for quite some time, since before you joined the Brotherhood. That absolves you of any suspicion.
Oh boy. Say nothing.
Listen well, child of Sithis. You have been chosen to perform the ancient rite known as purification. Everyone inside the sanctuary must die. You must break one of the tenets you have sworn to uphold. I know, this is an unexpected turn of events, but drastic measures must be taken.
Exterminatus!
Ochiva, Vicente Valtieri, Antoinette Marie, Gogron Grobalmag, Talendril, Mirage Dar, and Tainava. All these family members must die.
The rat can live, though.
From this point forward, you are no longer bound by the 5 tenets. Sithis will forgive any murder, any theft, so long as you serve the Black Hand.
Right.
When the rite of purification has been completed, return to me here at Fort Farragut, and we will discuss your future.
Aye.
Now, take these special gifts. They will help you greatly. One is a poisoned apple, the other, a unique scroll of summoning. Good luck, Silencer.
Level up! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
You of course recall Rufio, the feeble old man I sent you to kill when we first met. He was weak in life, but his spirit is quite angry in death. The scroll will allow you to call upon Rufio's angry ghost for assistance. He will appear, unleash his anger upon your foes, and then disperse.
You'd think he'd attack you if he was summoned, but no.
The apple has been treated with a most deadly poison. It will likely kill whomever eats it, probably instantly. To use the apple, simply dispose of any other food and put the apple in its place. If someone is inclined to eat, and they taste the apple, death.
Well then.
The Dark Brotherhood is an ancient organization. We have survived for millennia. Sometimes, to ensure that survival, drastic measures are required. The purification is one of the most extreme measures we are forced to carry out. Indeed, it has only been carried out twice. Before now, that is. The 5 tenets are the laws that guide and protect us. But sometimes, even they must be broken to protect the sanctity of our beliefs.
Makes
With
sense.
a purification, we cleanse the Dark Brotherhood of mistrust and treachery. Those who are slain are offered to Sithis as a symbol of fealty.
If you kill
And
an innocent-
hopefully, we kill the traitor in the process. Until
boy.
the purification is complete, no given sanctuary will ever be considered secure.
How lovely! It's basically
Make
exterminatus.
haste! The sanctuary must be purified if this treachery is...
Also, this barrel will restock with poison apples worth 300 gold pieces every so often. I believe it's every week. So if you need money, that is actually a very, very good way to make money. I'm not joking, it's one of the best ways to make money in the game. I don't need money. What I do need to do, though, is one more. This is why I said you can not complete that shadow scale quest, because eventually you have to kill him. People aren't hostile at first, though.
I hope
Rumors?
the Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
I'm not sure
it's
what
my
happens if you ask them about the
The
contract.
chance would not have selected you for a contract unless he had the utmost confidence in your abilities. Best not let him down. Spill some blood for me, dear brother.
They take the family thing very seriously. Someone said that earlier, and they were very right. And let's kill the dickish old uncle of the family first. I really don't like this Goodbye. Good night.
Watch out!
Grandmother! I beg your mercy!
Man, if it makes you feel any better, there is none. I'm sorry. Frost damage axe, it seems he chose this. Wow. Those are... The Inquisitor's gauntlets are actually very nice. Very useful for an assassin to be able to detect life in such a radius, so that you may snuff it out. I've snuffed out a few candle flames today. It's ones I didn't really want to either. But yes, no one in here is essential now. No one. Everyone dies. There's no question here. There's no room for doubt. You kill everyone. Otherwise, they're going to kill you. Not now, obviously, but...
Why, brother, why?
Because... it's my job. Carried porn. Talandrel's Ochiva note. What in the world are they talking about? QRST. This tells you where Talandrel stays a lot of the
I've been
time.
meaning to speak with you.
But of course, what troubles you?
Is it true what I heard about your most recent contract? You were forced to eliminate...
Seeing you again is like a blessing from the Night Mother herself.
Oh, my cities, what...
Hello, brother. Oh, I shouldn't. LeChance has given you a... May your arrows always strike true.
I don't plan to be using arrows, ma'am. For what it's worth, Talandrel. For what little it's worth.
All right, then.
Good
I
night.
guess I should get... We'll talk.
She actually carries a fair bit of venison on her, and I'm not sure why. I like to think she has a weakness for it.
You, brother.
Also, an absolutely ridiculous amount of arrows. I believe this chest has something unique in it. Or that you can put garlic in it to hurt Vincente, because he actually has a unique issue where, well, he gets hurt by garlic. It's noted in that note to achieve I just plopped out. It's not universal for vampires, however. It's one of the... He basically has a rare illness. For what it's worth...
Say this. Why, brother?
The purification must continue. Ah, he keeps the Argonian heart. Nice detail. The Dark Guardian is actually quite badass. You don't need to kill them. very much a badass. High level gear, relatively high level armor. A load of health. And come on, you're almost. Wow, you managed to let me flying with that. Good job. It's a little disturbing how even if they're watching you, Vincente and the like won't actually.
You are like a dark gift from the night.
Stop making me feel bad about this!
Tell me how I can help.
It'd be nice if you just go, I'm here to purify and cleanse them all. Sithis won't save you. What's the most powerful single target damage spell I can cast? I have 72 magic up. So sorry, everyone. When I first played this, I actually legitimately had looked up ways to get around this quest. Ways to go, no, I don't want to purify these people. Can you guess how many ways there are to do this, ladies and gentlemen? How to keep these people out of Sithis' cold, cold embrace? I'll tell you how many there are. How many people are left alive in that sanctuary? It is a seriously heart-rending blow to have to do that. But no way around it. None.
The ritual of purification is complete.
Yes.
Well done. Sithis has been appeased, and the time has come to acknowledge and reward your unwavering loyalty. The Black Hand is most pleased with your progress. You have been invited to share in secrets that few within the Dark Brotherhood even know exist. Your life in the sanctuary is over. Those contracts are behind you. Now, you will serve the Black Hand. You will serve me. From this moment forward, you will walk in the shadows as my silencer. You will receive contracts only from me. Your new life has begun. Listen well, child. No longer will you receive orders directly. Instead, you will visit dead drop locations scattered throughout Cyrodiil. Your next contract can be found at the Dead Drop on Hero Hill southeast of here. A hollow in the moss-covered rock contains all you need to know. When you leave here, we'll not speak again, unless I deem it necessary. Ah, yes. There is one last thing. I have for you a very special gift. Waiting just outside is a magnificent steed named Shadowmere. She has served me well. I present her now to you, as a token of my trust and love.
Shadowmere
Now go.
is interesting.
And may Sithis guide you in this new stage of your life's dark journey.
Well, I certainly don't have any friends.
The Black Hand is the Dark Brotherhood's ruling council. That hand consists of 4 speakers and 1 listener. 4 fingers and a thumb, as it were. This
You already know. What is not commonly known among our family members is that the Black Hand employs a few additional numbers. As every hand has fingers, does not every finger have a nail, a claw, a talon? Every finger of the hand, every speaker has such a nail. These are the silencers. Each speaker employs his or her own private assassin to extend their reach and strike forth as necessary. My previous silencer perished while fulfilling a contract. That emptiness has now been filled by you. It is an honor without equal.
Very well.
Go now, child. Sithis.
Shadowmere. The changes. The Black Hand. We're going to discuss them next time. I need to go. This is one of my least favorite quests and one of my most favorite quests at the same time. Because it's very good at getting emotion out of you, but it's not an emotion that most people generally like experiencing. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, put them in the comments section below, or in the threads and space battles and sufficient velocity that will be linked in the description. And for now, goodbye, and to those in the sanctuary who I have purified, goodbye forever, and you may walk in the shadow of the Dread Father.